You've been eating chocolate your whole life. But what if I told you you've probably never actually tasted real chocolate? Yeah, sounds crazy, right? Some chocolate isn't even technically chocolate. One type used to be actual money, and another one, it's naturally pink. And by the end of this video, you'll know which chocolate is actually worth your money, and which one is basically just sugar pretending to be chocolate. Also, there's one rare type of chocolate most people never even try. And once you taste it, regular chocolate just doesn't hit the same. We'll get to that in a bit. Chocolate didn't start as candy, not even close. Over 3,000 years ago, people in Central America were drinking it, and trust me, it was nothing like what we have today. The Olmecs were the first to figure out cacao. Then the Mayans and Aztecs turned it into this bitter, spicy drink. They even used cacao beans as money. Yeah, actual currency. Then it made its way to Europe in the 1500s, and that's when everything changed. They added sugar, and boom, chocolate went from bitter to addictive real quick. But the real glow-up happened in the 1800s. Chocolate used to be gritty and rough, not smooth like today. Then innovators figured out how to refine it, and everything leveled up. One of the biggest breakthroughs came from Daniel Peter, who finally cracked milk chocolate after teaming up with Henri Nestlé. Dark chocolate. This is chocolate in its purest form. No milk, less sugar, just straight cacao. But here's something most people don't realize. That percentage on the bar, it actually matters, like a lot. 50% is kinda smooth, slightly sweet. 70% hits, richer, deeper. 90% and up? Yeah, that's intense. Not for beginners. But here's the cool part. Two chocolates with the same percentage can taste completely different. Why? Because where the cacao grows changes everything. Some taste fruity, some earthy, some kinda nutty. It's basically like coffee, but in chocolate form. Milk chocolate. This is the smooth, sweet, easygoing chocolate everyone grew up with. But here's the honest truth. A lot of milk chocolate isn't really about chocolate. It's mostly sugar. Some brands barely use enough cacao to even qualify as chocolate. In the US, companies like Hershey's created that slightly tangy flavor using preserved milk, and people loved it. So much that it became the default chocolate taste. But once you try higher quality chocolate, this starts to taste kinda basic. White chocolate. Technically, it's not even real chocolate. No cacao solids, just cocoa butter, milk, and sugar. So yeah, it's sweet, creamy, kinda vanilla-ish. Some people love it, others are like, nah, that doesn't count. But honestly, in desserts, it works really well. Ruby chocolate. Now this one looks fake, but it's actually real. Ruby chocolate is naturally pink. No food coloring, no added fruit. So what's going on? Special processing unlocks natural compounds in cacao that give it this berry-like flavor. It's slightly sour. Companies like Barry Callebaut spent years figuring this out. And yeah, most people still haven't even tried it. But here's the wild part. Some of the best chocolate out there was discovered completely by accident. Blonde chocolate. Blonde chocolate is one of those happy accidents. A chef overheated white chocolate, and instead of burning, it transformed. That reaction, called the Maillard reaction, the result? A golden chocolate that tastes like caramel, butterscotch, and toasted sugar. Modica chocolate. Modica chocolate is old school. It's not fully melted or refined, so when you bite into it, it's grainy and crunchy. At first, it feels weird, but then you realize this is probably what chocolate tasted like centuries ago. Single origin. Remember when I said where chocolate comes from matters? This is where it really hits. Single origin chocolate comes from one specific place. Not a mix, not a blend, just one source. And that changes everything. So yeah, chocolate can actually taste different depending on where it's grown. Kinda like coffee or wine. And once you notice it, you can't unnotice it. Janduja. Now, here's something kinda unexpected. One of the most popular chocolate flavors today came from a shortage. When cacao was limited, chocolatiers mixed it with hazelnuts and accidentally created something amazing. Smooth, nutty, rich. If you've ever had chocolate hazelnut spread, you already know the vibe. Raw chocolate skips roasting completely. The idea is to keep it as natural as possible. It's more bitter, less smooth, kinda rough. Some people swear by it. Drinking chocolate. Before chocolate bars were even a thing, chocolate was a drink, and not the sweet kind. It was bitter, spicy, intense. Modern drinking chocolate, though, totally different. It's thick, rich, made from actual melted chocolate. So yeah, not all chocolate is the same. Some are loaded with sugar, some depend on where they're grown, and some were discovered by pure accident. But now I gotta ask you, what kind of chocolate have you actually been eating? If you made it this far, hit subscribe, because next we're breaking down which chocolates are actually worth buying.